Welcome to Snakes and Rats. Today I want to discuss labeling as far as bins goes. You know what you have going on in each, we'll say, storage device that you have your snakes in. My way, I really like it. Just use colored tape. I can look from across the room and actually see exactly what I know is going on with each snake in each bin. And some people may find this confusing. I start out slow by using 3 options actually. I had one color for if it ate. I had another color if, let's say, I had an empty bin. And I used nothing at all, meaning it didn't eat, it can't be handled, and keeping track that way. So I'm going to go through what I purchased, how it works, and how I have it laid out. And the coloring I used really means nothing. It's just what I just happened to grab, and that's what I chose to use for at that time. I bought a set of color tape from Amazon. I probably shouldn't give them a lot of advertisement here, but it is where most people and I do a lot of shopping, especially to find things. This one here, I didn't get a real large pack, but enough to get me through what I need to do. And what I do is, if I have something that doesn't eat, it's not shedding, nothing's going on with it, I leave the bins completely blank. No tape on it at all. I can look at it and say, okay, it didn't eat last time, or it didn't just eat and it can be handled, and things like that. One of the things I do use, orange, I mark all bins after they eat. If it ate, it gets a piece of orange tape. I do keep reusing these. We'll cut a piece off. I will put it onto the bin. Then after I need to remove it, I'll set it off to the side on the side of my rack. This way I can grab it and keep reusing it over and over again. I'm not just wasting it. And it's a cheap way of doing it. Again, I use orange for if they ate. The other thing I use is yellow. If they're shedding, I will put yellow on it. This way I know to check in on it more often, missed it more often, so humidity is up, so they have a better time shedding. That's what my yellow's for. Black. Well, I decided to use black for a simple reason is the bin's empty. Either I have nothing in that bin anymore for some reason, so I'll put black on it, or I move that snake out into another bin during breeding season. I don't want to open up a bin expecting to see something in there and find nothing. This way, if a black piece of black tape is on it, I'll know right away that I moved it out and it's in another location. Purple, green, blue. I use these 3 in a combination to mark any pairings I'm doing. So if I've got male A, I may give it B, I may give it blue. If I have female A, I may use green. Then green and blue go on both bins, so I know those 2 are being paired up. When I move one of them out, I will put a piece of black on, so I know that is empty. The one I move them into, the one they're breeding in, I will actually use red. Again, don't know why. It's just colors I chose that time that I grabbed when I was marking them. So when I have 2 snakes in one bin that are in there for breeding, they will have a combination of 2 colors, one for male, one for female. The empty bin will have the same colors on it, so I know exactly bin A goes to bin B as far as breeding goes. If it's got all 3, now I know that that bin is where both snakes are at. Another color I used that came with this pack was pink. Pink I use if there was a lock. if the luck happened, I witnessed it. I know it happened. I will mark with pink, so at least I know that this is a possible good luck down the road. I will leave it on there until I know otherwise. It won't come off until they lay eggs, or if it doesn't happen. Too much time's passed and nothing's going on, I will remove it, and then we'll move on to the next set, the next season, whatever the case may be. But as far as labeling what is happening, that's what I found works for me. It does a good job for me. Like I said, I can look at the colors and know right away. Just starting out, I didn't use all the colors at once. I left the bins empty if they didn't eat. I put orange on if they did. If something was empty, it had black on it. So I was using 2 colors and nothing, and just to start with, and that told me a lot just to begin with. Then as I started wanting to more label what was happening, then I started using the other colors to mark which ones were being paired up and what was going on with them. I did add yellow in for shedding after I started with the with the orange and black. It's just a way for me to go that I knew at that week I can do this. The following week, a couple weeks later, I had another color. Okay, now I know what that is because I'm used to the other ones. You can do it all at once. It's all up to you. It's a quick, cheap, easy way of doing it. I hope it helps you determine how you want to do it. A lot of people may use clips. Sometimes clips are on if they ate, clips are on if they didn't. They may have labels on clips. Clips may be on one side or the other. To me, I think they will fall off more easier. And if more than one falls off at a time, now I've got to figure out what's going on. That's why tape I use. Tape starts getting old, I throw that little piece away, I cut another little piece and keep using it until it doesn't stick anymore. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you.